What happened when you fell too fast for someone new? I met Jamie at the coffee shop on Tuesday morning when they accidentally grabbed my drink order and took a sip before realizing their mistake. And instead of being annoyed, I found myself laughing at their embarrassed face and offering to buy them their actual order while we talked about our shared love of overly complicated coffee drinks with too many syrups. By Thursday, I was already planning weekend trips in my head and imagining what our apartment would look like together, which should have been my first warning sign that I was moving way too fast. But their laugh made my chest feel warm, and their stories about traveling through Europe last summer had me completely hooked on every word they said. The weekend came and I suggested we spend the entire Saturday together exploring the city, starting with breakfast at that little place downtown and then walking through the art district and maybe catching a movie later. And Jamie seemed happy enough to go along with my elaborate plans, even though I could see something uncertain flickering in their eyes when I mentioned wanting to introduce them to my best friend Sarah, who was meeting us for lunch. During lunch, I kept reaching for their hand across the table and talking about how much fun we would have at my cousin's wedding next month, while Sarah kept shooting me warning looks that I completely ignored because I was too busy imagining our future together to notice how quiet Jamie had become. Monday morning arrived with a text message that felt like a punch to my stomach, where Jamie explained that they liked me but felt overwhelmed by how intense everything had become so quickly, and they needed some space to figure out what they actually wanted instead of getting swept along by my enthusiasm for a relationship that had barely started. I spent the next week replaying every moment and wondering how I had managed to scare away someone wonderful by wanting too much too soon. And eventually I learned that sometimes the best thing you can do for someone you care about is give them room to breathe and decide for themselves whether they want to fall as fast as you did.